Listen, this is the What's Next podcast, Houston's #1 platform where I invite creators to share their journeys and give us a depiction of their visions. Most importantly, the last question I'll ask is, what's next? Listen, man, episode 125, goodbye September 2, man. This is the last day of September 2021, last day of the third quarter, and I got a podcast. Yo, man, shout out to my boy Alfredo Bazan, my first peer class, who's begging me to do this podcast, who's telling me that I need to do this podcast. He said, come on, coach, get the podcast going. Hey, man, happy National Podcast Day. Let's go.
Yo, it feel like 95.
Yeah.
Sachi on my body.
Yeah.
Biggie, Jigga, Puffy, all that ballin'.
Houston, Texas, welcome back to episode 125 of the What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary Inc. That's the WHAT, no apostrophe S, NEXT, exclamation, question mark. The What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary Inc. This is a creative story.
John Ross Dyke I, founder of Still Visionary Inc. and creator of the What's Next podcast, dropping every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
My bad, that transition was a little rough, man, but welcome back to episode 125. I was excited to podcast today because this is the last day of September, and I could not go into the fourth quarter not with my best foot forward, right? So welcome back to episode 125. My name is
John Ross Dyke I, founder of Still Visionary Inc. and creator of the What's Next podcast, dropping every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And if you would, connect with me on LinkedIn, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my fan page on Facebook, visit my website at stillvisionary.com, and you can buy this t-shirt right here on this mannequin at stillvisionary.com/merch. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at John Ross Dyke and still_visionary. Also, the What's Next pod on IG. Man, welcome back to episode 125, man. Goodbye September 2. With the closing of September, man, I could not let it go. And I've said that before, but I could not let go of the fact of I had to get a podcast out today. And I know that I would have preferred it to drop today, right? But you know, there's no such thing as coincidence. I talked to my man Clint Brownlow last night. My student was in my ear about doing a podcast. And so here I am, right before the ball drops for October to start. We're in the thick part of, we're finna be in the October part of Libra season, but, you know, hello, my name is, never mind, okay? I am a Virgo. But listen, man, I don't have much, but I do have this. It's been 40 episodes since episode 85. 40 episodes, which really turned into a year's time. And in a year's time, I've just, I've gotten caught up on what I haven't gotten accomplished and forgot to see what I did get accomplished. And making it back to this episode, man, I've done a couple of podcasts. Bear in mind this one.
Choose what you're going to focus on, because you can do it all in time, but not all at the same time. So everything that I have ever started, I plan on, as you said, coming back to. I'm going to come back to that, but I can't do it all right now.
Right.
So.
I think that I relate to you in so many ways. One, because not only, I think the education part is the last part that I feel like I relate to you about. When it comes to, what am I looking to say? When it comes to going with the flow of things, I think podcasting is that flow. Yes, sir.
Something
that, yes, sir,
I saw coming.
Yes, sir.
Earlier.
Yeah.
I'm talking about maybe 2016,
right.
17,
right.
Saw coming.
Right.
And said, you know what? If this is a trend,
right.
I want to try this trend first.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
This is knowing that I'm a teacher, knowing that I'm an actor.
No doubt.
Knowing that I'm a hustler. I want to try this because I think that this is the new it thing that people are going to do.
And, by the way, that is an excerpt from the Zenergy podcast. That's episode 51, Endurance. I featured on that one with Zen Ashe. She drops a podcast every Monday or so. And this is my second podcast with her. So, I was just listening to that podcast. And, I enjoy the vibe that I get with Zen Ashe. And, she's an educator as well. But you need to check out her podcast, the Zenergy podcast on streaming platforms, YouTube as well. But I did that episode with her. And I thought that, when I think back to the year's time since episode 85, Goodbye September, when I think to the year's time, right, I got caught up in what I hadn't checked off my goal list and forgot to see that at that time, episode 85, I hadn't passed the state exam to become a realtor. Now I am a realtor. Okay. All right. I wasn't in any acting projects, right? And now I'm in an acting project to start the fourth quarter off. And on October the 15th and 16th, I'll be in this show at Jones Hall called Black Lives, Blue Lives, All Lives, All Mine, something like that. So, and I'm going to tell that story the week before that show. So the week before that show, I'm going to get on him podcast and talk about that experience and, just give it to you raw. Right. But in a year's time, man, I've accomplished a lot, and I'm appreciative of those opportunities because, again, they're far few in between. And so I don't ever want to get to the point where I'm just like, man, I'm overlooking the stuff that comes and falls in my lap. Right. I'm here. Episode 125, right? And I was just excited to just get on this podcast and just talk for about 25 minutes, not long, right? Drop this episode when you're seeing it the first day of October, Nigerian Independence Day, my man Phil's birthday, my man Freddie B's birthday, Michael Ann's birthday. Happy belated birthday to my homegirl, Takara Taylor. Happy birthday to all September babies, all Virgo children. Virgo season is long gone and September is ending today, right? But it just seems like September comes and goes so fast. It comes and goes so fast, right? And so by the time my birthday comes, I look up and damn, 4 more days later, 5 more days later, we're out of Virgo season. Then, 12 days after my birthday is the last day of September. So, September comes and goes so fast, and I want to make sure that I pay tribute to my birth month. Right. So in October, I will be in a show. Right. And this is me telling you that when you watch this, when you listen to this, whenever you get it, you need to come and see me perform at Jones Hall on October 15th and 16th. Come out and see your boy. I'm pulling out the tux, and I might be in the patent leather ones. My man told me that ones are the shoes that you could wear with anything, so I might pull them out and kind of swag it out like that, So come out and see me October the 15th and October the 16th at Jones Hall at I believe it's 7 p.m., 6 to 7 p.m. But I'm going to be talking about it more and more as I get closer to the due date. I wanted to play this. Habakkuk 2:2 and 3 says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. You do what you do for yourself to prove you can do it for others. Even though the year of perfect vision needed corrective lenses, your vision was never out of focus. You remained still. You remained determined." Kobe said, "The Mamba mentality is the attention to detail and the level of commitment. Run your race because you got time. Keep the momentum. Believe in your story, a creative story. Remember, never stay comfortable while trusting the process. Be innovative in your 720 hours. There will be stumbling blocks. You just keep pushing. Most importantly, what's next? Continue to drop."
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
I want to give a shout out to Lil Duval, bro. For fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? Putting me on records, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of, artists I done did features with, big artists I done did features with, they ain't dropping the record. Because what I was speaking on and shit, I guess, so. I just want to let Duval know you a real nigga, dog. You a stand-up nigga, dog. Real shit. I play a lot, but I ain't playing right now, nigga. Real shit, nigga. On the phone, nigga.
One more
We
time.
appreciate you, nigga, for real.
One more
Give a
time.
shout out to Lil Duval, bro. For fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? Put me on record. You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of, artists I done did features with. Big artists I done did features with.
Right.
They ain't dropping the record.
Right.
Cause what I was speaking on and shit, I
Right.
guess, so I just wanna let Duval know you a real nigga, dog.
Right.
You a stand-up nigga, dog. Real
Right.
shit.
Right.
I play a lot, but I ain't playing right now, nigga. Real shit, nigga. On the phone, nigga.
Right. So, when I heard that clip, it got me to thinking about the differences between admiration and adoration. And I'll read the definitions for you. Admiration is respect and warm approval. Adoration is deep love and respect. Both of them have, so there might not really even be a difference, right? There is, but the word respect, I find it, it falls in both definitions. And I've been watching Boosie for a while. I admire him. Why? Because he says what needs to be said. He says what needs to be said. And although his platforms where this is the real reason why I admire Boosie. I admire those that have been able to adapt to the time periods where they weren't in their peak at. In the college scene, Boosie was the man down south. When his music played down south, Wipe Me Down, boy, the party was lit, right? And that's when he had a record label deal. I don't quote me. I can't remember the record label company, but he was big time then, and it might just have been that he was independent. But we talking about, I was in college in 07, 08. It's 2021, 13 years later. He still has some form of relevancy. And he has found a way to eat outside of his main source of income. Whatever that might be, he is still grinding and he is still around. And I admire that. But most importantly, in this video, he's given adoration to Lil Duval, who spoke up in his defense and who is still rocking with him, even despite of him being blackballed, seems like, right? And so when I heard that clip, I saw a man who we see his viral moments on the internet, and those viral moments have made us look at Boosie differently, but those viral moments have also caused him platforms where he used to eat heavily at, right? And so I thought to myself, man, if you can't be real in life, right? If people can't honor you being real, what can you be? Right? If people don't accept your art form for what it is, you can't change yourself to please people, because you'll be changing yourself forever. And I just admire how genuine Boosie is. And in that message, just him shouting out Duval for the love and support that he's shown him, I just appreciate that admiration, that adoration that Boosie displays. And that's why, that clip on me had me thinking, what is the difference between admiration and adoration? Something to think about, right? Listen, Houston, Texas, I am on the prowl to make this bread. I am. I'm locked in. I'm locked and loaded, and I want to appreciate everybody who's given my podcast 1 or 2 streams, 1 or 2 downloads, 1 or 2 views, 1 or 2 shares. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm trying to get back on these tracks, but it's difficult when you're not locked in, and I'm locked in. I'm ready for the fourth quarter. It's my quarter, and I'm ready to just kind of take it on and see what it comes out. You know what I mean? Shout out to St. Mary, who's held me down with this podcast. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my baby boy. Rest in peace to you, King. I miss National Sons Day, but, not a day goes by that I'm not thinking about you. What's got me locked into these kids, right? Dealing with these kids, I forgot that the foundation of Algebra 1, you got to be locked in. And I'm just appreciative to be in this very moment right now, right? I've been listening to a lot of I Am lately, my favorite Nas LP. I've been listening to a lot of I Am, and it's got me kind of in my bag. The song that's on my mind is Undying Love. I also want to go Hate Me Now. I also want to go Ghetto Prisoners. Evil tried to weaken my spirit. This chronic herb. Yeah. Evil tried to weaken my spirit. This chronic herb. I now try hardest to serve my maker. What I learned found its way on this paper so I can dictate it, articulate it. Luckily, I was put on one of the ships that made it through strong currents and winds that left the other stranded to sink in the Atlantic. Satan jigs the planet, not to get too religious, but who decides when and if your life is finished? Okay, listen. Yeah, man. Yeah, but I've been playing I Am lately, and it's got me locked in, right? And, I'm appreciative of being in this moment at this time. I wouldn't change it. I appreciate my student for saying, hey, where's the podcast? You got to do one. Wait a minute. Motivation. I feel motivated. I feel motivated to get up off my ass and get grinding again. I feel motivated, man. And this is episode 125. And I'm going to be recording again this weekend. So it's time. It's time to get going. It's time to grind again. Listen, today is September the 30th. Happy National Podcast Day to all the podcasters across the countries in the world. Happy National Podcast Day. Today is September the 30th, 2021. It's about 11:38 p.m. and we have 92 days left in the 2021 year. And the fourth quarter, like Chastity Mims said in episode 46 of my podcast, she lives a life in quarters. So the fourth quarter, I expect to do big things. In 92 days, I expect to do big things. But like I said, listen, Houston, Texas, goodbye September 2. I'm going to see you again next year, September. God willing. I think that's important to say. God willing, I'm going to see you next year because, a lot of people, rest in peace to everybody that's lost their lives in the last year or so. When I think back to starting this podcast January 1st, 2019, to be here at this very moment, you know what I'm saying? Even with, missing out on some days, I'm just appreciative of that opportunity. And, I wouldn't change it for the world. Hold on. Yeah. So, Houston, Texas, it's a short episode, right? And most importantly, the last question I'll ask myself is what's next? Well, what's next for me, man, is this fourth quarter, making some t-shirt sales. Okay. What's next? What's next immediately is this play October the 15th and 16th, crushing that and watching it change the course, my direction, my creative prowess, my career. That's it. Houston, Texas, man. Short EP, probably the shortest EP I've done, but it's all good. You know, I do what I do for myself to prove that I can do it for others. September the 30th, 2021. Last day of September. Last day in the third quarter. Coming to you from the comforts of my crib. Yo, listen. I'm gonna see you in October.
Yo, it feel like 95. Sachi on my body. Biggie, jiggle, puffy, all that ballin' in my body. No wildin' in my wallets. Battles, no Pilates. More way, get you more way. Nah, that's these Spumante. My crystal ball, I see crystal. I crystal y'all with that. Sun like ace space. That ace is spade, get crackin' like cheers to the money guy. The really niggas who buy them bottles. And then they spill these liquors. Yo, salute my dude. I see you, y'all. 5 bottles, 1 dick. Why I need some bras? I know I'm out of line, but love is shower time. You know it rain when your cloud is 9. Get off that high ass hussy. This a private party. Been on my dick too long. Your breath on private party. You gon' be nice and naughty. These walls on priceless Audi. This the upper crust. Fuck is up. Over and done. Overdose. Yes, we did it again. Sipping with no remorse. We gon' do it again, and we gon' do it again.
What we doing again?